Hey guys, how's it going? True here, and we're doing some LFR on World of Warcraft. Since I really did a healing, can't really call. And regrettably, the group I raid with did sort of, I can't say fell apart, but they ended up separating to an extent for more real in life related activities. So I can't be upset at that. All right, where are we at in this LFR? Alright, so got hill. Dun, dun, dun. Silly tanks. Everyone just says YOLO. Ooh, we all got hit by that one. There's some monkeys in revival. I'm keeping up with his ass though. But to be perfectly honest, I probably outgear almost every person in this LFR. Actually, I need to switch up my talents. I should have done that before the actual LFR started. Ooh, that hurts. It's LFR, it's more based about who can AoE heal better. Regrettably. That chain heals. Whew. Beautiful restart. Gonna do it again. Nope, I got time to change my talents. Yep, we're going to switch to this. This is my paladin healer. It's my main healing class. This it's been for probably the later half of Miss Pandaria. I used to heal the paladin before, but actually my paladin was originally made to tank. But I learned to heal with one for PvP, and then I actually ended up raid healing with my paladin as well. She's cool. I like her. Alright. Might as well run for it. Let's start getting hit. Gotta protect that healer. I'd rather not have fellow healers die. And that fellow healer died in regardless. Come at me, bros. Hit me if you're freaking stuff. There we go. If they're doing melee hits, they're not shooting rockets at the raid, so that's always a plus. Just spam some holy lights. No one's taking real raid damage right now, so besides a few people. And it's minuscule, to be perfectly honest. Why waste the mana? But this is just... I'm at the gear point to where I'm spamming the whole time. That's what Miss Pandaria is. I never really personally talked about it, but there's so much damage that goes out in the raid just because everyone in the whole raid, healer-wise, has so much mana to spam. But there's some good rumors that they're fixing a lot of these things in Warlords of Draenor, which I'm looking forward to as a healer. I still plan on rolling healer, definitely. Fibrosis died. I'll res him up real quick. Ooh. He or she's already been rezzed. Alright, let's see what we got here. Throw a hammer down. Are we all buffed? Okay, we're all buffed. Fantastic. Let's get watch those lovely little numbers. Not do anything because everyone's already topped off. Alright, so Nigob, Cobb. I hope the tank's up front, ideally. Right, I'll just use myself as a target. Oop, got that free cast and hit hill. Hey, raid filled up again. Good. Now, oh, excuse me for a moment, guys. So sorry about that. Alright, I'm back. But I normally refuse to do LFR. I'll admit it. I don't normally do LFR. LFR is a nightmare. And I see it as just that, nightmare. Now, I'm pretty sure I've managed to join in on like the last boss this LFR wing. Let's see. Yeah, I managed to join in on the last boss. Which is perfect. That means it gets to be a short video at the same time. I'm healing. I don't like LFR because This one's actually looking okay so far. We'll see when we get to the boss. A lot of people just half-ass LFR. I'm not going to say I'm not guilty of it either. But I know I'm at least carrying my weight, and normally I'm usually high up there in any role I play, except maybe DPS. DPS ain't my thing. I'm already bopped one person getting attacked by a rogue. Okay, there we go. And people just ignore mechanics. I mean, honestly, in LFR, you can. That's what you can do. And thankfully, from what I've heard, or Janar is fixing some of that problems by making the loot in LFR not so nice. Now, when I say not so nice, I mean it's not. There's gonna be a difference between raiding loot and LFR loot. That's the way it should be. I mean, yeah, I'm in all Warforged and heroic gear, but to be honest, people have the same set bonuses, same trinkets, the same gear as me, and have barely done anywhere near the work I put into it. Not saying that since I've done all this work in, or since I have more time to play, I deserve better stuff. But it seems a little silly that someone who puts 1 hour a week into World of Warcraft should have the same stuff I have. Seems pretty silly indeed. They're changing that, so from what I've heard, Preach Gaming, I heard that's the discussion he had, and from what he's told me and that the patch notes said that the LFR will no longer drop tier pieces or some of the cooler trinkets. That's cool. I like that idea. I feel bad for the casual people who... Oh, God. Why bother doing that, people? What purpose does that serve? It's LFR. I'm good on mana. We can go ahead and take on the boss, but no, for some reason, someone felt like resetting all the ads before the boss. Now, that makes no sense. It just doesn't. Let's see what the chat's saying. Back out. Yeah, the Tron Gem, who is a Tauren Death Knight. Let's see how he looks. He's got Raid Finder gear. Nothing wrong with that. And mostly Raid Finder gear. Says back out. Let's not kill the ads that serve absolutely no purpose other than inflating numbers. Which honestly is part of the fun of doing LFR if you have gear. My only real fun here is I'm recording and talking to you guys. Plus the little treat I have saying, holy crap, look at my EP. I can do triple the amount of healing as you and not even try. So, I mean, that's still enjoy. Alright. Alarmy seems very knowledgeable for some reason. The statue is inside the room. Alright, so Nikba. A tank. He's got some Raid Finder gear, and it looks like he's got some 489, 496 gear. So he is going to be my beacon and light target. Okay.
Pay for your crimes.
I want to let the other healers know. Alright, so got beacon on. Freaking Nikba. I am going to keep that is basically going to be my little job, is to keep him or her alive. Ready check, okay. But fuck the ready check. Ready check means you go, obviously, in LFR. We all know this. What was I thinking? I am essentially going to be spamming Holy Light on Nikba.
Beware.
Now, seems like a waste of mana. So, this is Mr. Pandaria. I don't need mana. Because I am going to spam this. I'm going to spam Flashlight too. I got free cast. I got another free cast, so more Flashlights. I'm still at 280k mana.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, they switched tanks, so I'm just going to switch my beacon for shits and giggles. Why move for shit when it's LFR? I wonder if we're even going to switch to ads.
3, 2, 1.
This is going to be interesting if we don't switch to ads. So I'm watching tanks. I'm watching my rate frames. The way I know when tanks are switching, if you look at my little frames here, I'm using Voodoo.
4,
And if it's highlighted in red, that means that person has aggro from one thing or another. Here comes a Ravager. So switching my beacon again. Alright, we're going to get some mana back. I've been spamming a little too heavily.
5, 4.
That's okay.
3, 2, 1.
There's a mana tie down. Another Ravager. I want to make a little snide comment. This seems fun. Alright, this person's getting attacked by Assassin.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I haven't had to use a cooldown yet, so...
Destruction.
Defensive stance. This person's getting a bob.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So I bopped him, or her. It should essentially protect him or her from that assassin that was doing some damage. Jade Spirit, cool.
4, 3.
I'm still good on mana. Boss is at 61%. See, this is fun. I'm gonna pop a cooldown. Not really needed. I forgot how weak LFR is. I was expecting heroic damage. Because I ended up popping 2 cooldowns. I'll reflex.
4,
They
3,
switch beacon targets.
1.
Beware.
Here comes another war song. Meaning people are still attacking the boss. But that's okay. That means I increase my HPS with little to no work.
5.
There's plenty of people
4,
still attacking the boss.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Comes a war song. Throw my hammer down, get some extra healing out. Some people are noticing what's going on.
2, 1.
Ooh, I got hit by that. That's shitty. Not really a way I can dodge that. I didn't know it was when I hit that general area. I'll dispel this as soon as I can. And look, my mana regains back.
4, 3,
Oh.
2, 1.
Gotta be careful.
Beware.
That bus taking some damage. I'm gonna spam a couple more cooldowns. What's the point of having cooldowns if you don't use them, right, guys? I mean,
5,
yeah.
4, 3, 2.
So, I mean, there's a druid. He used his tree of life because all the healing output needed right now. Look, there's that thing. Stunning it. Get away from me. I don't want you hitting me.
4, 3,
Ooh, look, my mana's getting low.
1.
So, what I want to do is throw my hammer out here. Let my hammer do all this healing for me. That hurt people. Because they stood on the fire lines.
4.
That's one of the simple rules of Warcraft. Don't stay on fire. Endeavor's fire. They stood on it. See, this sounds like I'm talking a lot, but I'm actually bored. Right now, this is really routine with me. As I said, I'm gonna lie, I'm a little burned out on freaking. Well, to an extent.
5, 4.
Ooh, I got a Steam message. I can check it for a second.
1.
Whatever the Steam message says.
Beware.
Okay, someone got done streaming. That's weird. I meant to see if he was streaming earlier. I didn't see him online. I have to apologize to him because I told him I'd come watch a stream.
4.
But I didn't see him online.
Destruction. 1.
Beware.
See, I don't mind casting early because right now my paladin's built a unique way. My paladin's built, I want to say a little hybrid, alright?
5.
I'm built to a certain haste
3,
point.
2,
The haste point I'm stacked to affects my cooldowns on my, where is it at? Holy Shock. So I got a decently low cooldown on Holy Shock. And I also have my cast time being 1.7 while I'm in raid.
2.
Which is nice. My most expensive, powerful heal is a 1.7 cast time. I watch these people get healed up. I've broken 100k HPS. That's always fun. That officially means I can strout my EP after this is done, because I'm more than double the person below me heals. But then again, their response will be, "You're absorbed class. You're the only one in here," which is fair, but at the same time, it doesn't stop me from being a jerk about it.
4,
I'm just a horrible person that's sounding like now that I hear myself, but that doesn't matter. This is LFR. There's no nice people. Well, there is nice people in LFR. I'm normally a nice person. I mean, I'm in here doing this even though I absolutely do not need it.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Oh, war song. That's a good time to shrink. Not that well timed, but fairly well timed. You did get good all healing there, Druid. Well done, sir. That's alarming. You look at my bottom left, you see my Skada. There's that. We'll see if that gets killed. Someone is killing the Warcraft banner. That's a good thing. What's this? Mage.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Pumping everything. I'm gonna pump our Devo Aura too, because there's mages blasting everyone. Yay, guys, we beat Nazgrim. We won LFR. I gotta let everyone know. I looked up some videos how to be a proper elitist, and if I don't ask if anyone has meters, so let's see if one of the people want to go ahead and post healing meters for me.
I can't cast them.
We're not gonna roll because we don't need any of that crap.
Still recharging.
Let's see what we got in our box. Motes of Harmony, nice. That's not really useful. Shame, no one posted meters. Oh, that's okay. That was just me trying to be a jerk. Maybe if we weren't on the last fight, people would have posted it, but everyone just left. But that essentially is healing in LFR. Now, I'm going to go in a little more detail about my UI, actually. We're going to do this 2 for 1. Alright, if you notice, my UI is, I like it. It's essentially pretty clear if you look at it. Cooldown and important buttons are right here. I have a judgment as important button, but sometimes you need to get hit on something. Just for the fact is, like, say, Horde on and Throne of Thunder would be something you got to hit. And not so important buttons are right here. These are more for timers for me. Look how many charges I got. Look on cooldowns and stunned. My 1 through 5 buttons are important because I actually use those during my raiding. 1 and 2 and 3 are most important because it's my Divine Shield, my Divine Protection, and my Health Stones. Pots, I use those during times of heavy damage, get some extra healing out. Or if, say, the situation arises where I need to do some DPS, I use it during Denounce. Pretty simple UI. I used Bartender to arrange all my bars. It's right here, see? Bartender, right? I believe this little meter is Forte Exorcist. It does my little cooldown timers. So I could just glance down, see more, instead of trying to figure out how much line's left on there. Alright. This is Skada. I got 2 Skada meters, 1 for damage, 1 for healing. I switch that accordingly depending what role I'm filling. This is Sexy Map. This is Titan Panel. This is Voodoo. Voodoo's ruining. I like Voodoo. I got all my spells set to certain buttons. My no modifier, just my mouse click, is my most important spells, my spam spells. Alt is basically my alternate spells, my Hand of Sacrifice, which reduces damage, my cleanse, and my lay hands. Control is essentially my AoE spells, and Shift is my single target heals. And my Hand of Purity if I have it. Yeah, we'll disregard that. So, okay. So that's fun. That's mostly it for all my add-ons, I think. I have a little more cosmetic add-ons doing things, but nothing too big. Let's go look at my gear real quick. I got Tier Helm, Lord Fortune Neck, Tier Shoulders, Legendary Cape, Tier Chest. Heroic Bracers, Heroic Warforged Sword. That is a very cool item. Heroic Shield, Heroic Trinkets. That's a cool trinket from Nazgram. Heroic Ring, Normal Boots, Warforged Pants, Heroic Warforged Belt, and Heroic Gloves. I'm doing some pretty good stats on my gear. I'm at 571 item level. Everything's 202 upgraded. I only got 10k Spirit, but as you saw, Spirit's not no big deal, and I essentially did spam the entire time. And that is about me coordinating mana regain cooldowns of other healers, like I would in normal raid. In normal raid, I do run out of mana circumstantial. If DPS do something stupid, depending on the situation and what I've had to spam before, just because spells are so expensive. But if DPS is supposed to do, no accident tap limit tanking, I can probably finish the fight with probably a good 50% plus mana if all DPS and tanks do what they're supposed to do defensively. But that is a lot of chances and a lot of what ifs about that happening. I mean, you can't really control what happens. Accidents happen. There could be lag. People selling stuff in chat. But, yeah. So, that's that. I mean, fun. It was me healing again, guys. I don't think you see, a lot of my new subscribers have not seen me actually heal. And I am actually, my character, my YouTube name at Trueheals is actually from me healing. I think it originally derived from my priest, which was named True Noir. And I got the Noir part, I think, from that time I was watching the anime Noir. So I was like, fuck it, True Noir. And also meant True Black, considering my priest at one point was a shadow priest. I figured, fuck, it makes perfect sense. So that's what I did with, and then I played my priest since Wrath of the Lich King. I played it for most of Kata as a main. I quickly became known as True. I was like, okay. So if everyone's calling me True, no matter what my character's name is, I might as well name all my characters True something. So I start the little freaking trend of naming it Truelumière. Noir being a French word for black. Truelumière is a French word for light, if I'm not mistaken. It's either light or yellow. I believe it might be light. Alright? And I can show you some of my other characters that follow that same pattern. A lot of my characters follow that same, which I believe my rogue would be one of them. Kranos, Shaman, I just named Kranos, seemed like the thing to do. Ashenor, Deathblood, that's an old character. Calirium, Trueheals, Trueloon, True Nor, there's my priest, True Fae. I think that's water. I got a whole nother round full of characters. Let me take a look at these. These are alliance characters, so lock your eyes. True Blanc, True Moine, True Loon, True Almer, and a bunch of other true characters, essentially. But, yeah, that's how my character name Trueheals, was I normally only play healing class. What the fuck, I need to change my transmog? Why do I got my gloves all ugly like that? You guys can watch me change my transmog, too. I've reverted back to current Siege of Orgrimmar gear, because the Siege of Orgrimmar gear looks okay. I don't mind it, it's a change of pace. And, of course, I got my Quel'Dalar transmog. Funny story about the Quel'Dalar, alright? So I went farming for it. And as I was farming for it, I said, screw that, for 8k. The person selling it was originally selling for 10k. I sent him an in-game mail, hey, I don't want to pay 10k for it. So here's the deal. I'll give you 8k for it if it don't sell. Just send it to me, cash on delivery. And later on that day, I got a mail from them, and there was the Battered Hilt, 8k, cash on delivery. So I was like, okay, cool, I got a Battered Hilt. So as I was doing this Battered Hilt, doing the chain quest for it, and what else but drops but a Battered Hilt. So I ended up selling that, sadly to say. I sold it for 10k. Felt a little guilty about that. I think I sent him the difference, actually. I think I did. Because I felt a little bad, because I definitely sold mine for 10k while I bought his for 8. So, well. That's that. But that was a little bit of WoW. I mean, I haven't really talked WoW in a while. But I do miss it. It's fun. I want to play more. I might go find some random raid group and give them a hand. I do like helping people out. I like to think I won't lie, I am a bit elitist at times. But I do try to explain things and help people out. I want to say I think I've deserved the right to be a little elitist sometimes, just because I have been heroic rating for quite a while now, and I do think I do rather well. I'd like to think I don't mess up too often. There's some bosses I've completely fucked up a lot on. I believe I was actually given a couple of warnings. I almost threatened to get kicked out of group on Normal Duramu on Throne of Thunder on the first week, was I fucked up the blue lines during his laser eye phase, where the fog phase, as you can call it more. I fucked up the blue lines a couple times, and I somehow, someone said left, I ended up going right. Yeah, and twice in a row, I got told that was strike two, and then I stopped fucking it up. I learned to be really good at it. I was having trouble adjusting my camera to see where the blue thing was at. Now I'm actually one of those people that can point things out and hopefully keep people from stepping on the blue thing with the blue line. But yep, that was that. And I guess that was a little story time, a little talking. Yeah, that was fun, guys. I can do some more. If you guys enjoyed it, let me know. I'll do some more. If you guys have any questions about healing in general. I am not an expert of all healing classes, but I am knowledgeable, and I have friends who are experts in all the healing classes. So if you play WoW and you want to try healing, talk to me. I am honestly more than willing to share all my add-ons, export them to you, and even get on a Skype call and help talk out WoW healing with you. If you told something I did that, if say you're a paladin healer, you're like, why did you do that, True? That's not effective. Let me know. I'm all for criticism too. I like improving my game. If I'm messing something up, I want to know. I have on more than one occasion contacted better ranking and higher skilled players than myself to review my logs and give me advice. So, yeah, it helps out. You'd be surprised. That's a whole different else too. We're gonna talk about that for a second too, guys. The higher skilled players, there's a foul rumor going on that a lot of them are elitist assholes. That is a foul rumor. Only a small percent of them might be, and that's because they might be getting harassed by 20 million players a day. Well, not 20 million, that's exaggerating. By 30 or 40 people a day, probably. So they've had to become a little mean because they can't help everyone. I honestly have to say, anytime I've ever contacted another player and asked, hey, I noticed you did really well in this fight. You mind talking over, looking at my logs, and tell me what you think? Tell me what you did. I've always gotten a positive response from that person. I think one time I found a Holy Paladin. I said, okay, why did he build this? So I was like, why did he build this way? His numbers are really high. It don't make sense. So here's what I'm going to do. I went on his server, his or her server, I apologize, his or her server, and I sent an in-game mail, hey, I'm a Holy Paladin, I play on Lightning Club Horde. I'm struggling pulling effective numbers against my other healers on this fight. I'm looking at yours. You got similar healing comp, but you're top heals. You're doing really well in this fight. I want to improve my healing. You got any advice for me? Here's a web address where my logs are. And I checked my mail, and I think he ended up making a character on my home realm and sent me an in-game mail. Hey, I looked at your logs. Try doing this more. Maybe try changing some stats and move a little bit more crit, maybe. It looks like you're doing proper spell rotation, which healing doesn't have a rotation, but you're doing proper spell prioritization for certain times. You might just need some more gear, too. It's very circumstantial. And your Disc Priest appears to be pulling a lot more numbers than my Disc Priest did. So that's also affecting your numbers. It was really nice of him to reply this. This was probably within a day he responded. I mean, he didn't need to do that. This is probably from... I think he was ranked top. His guild was top 100 American Horde side. So, I mean, that to me seems like someone who might get a decent amount of mail. So, I mean, oh wow, look at trade chat. Someone says I have cancer. Next person responds, how long until we won't have to see you type and trade? Fucking trade chat. There's the people who are mean. But, as I was saying, the foul rumor about people being elitists and being assholes higher up in the freaking chain of raiders is not necessarily true. Alright? I think that's enough story time for now. We'll do some more. If you guys enjoyed this little talk we had, once again, let me know. I'm more than happy to do more. And I'm more than willing to help any of you out with WoW healing or anything you see me doing that you like doing and you want to know how I do it, let me know. I'm all for talking. I get lonely. That's lovely. Someone is not happy at Blizzard. That's a whole different story, though. Nonetheless, pleasure talking to you guys. Until next time, later.